This video will show you how to reference using the Oxford University Standard for the Citation of Legal Authorities. Every OSCOLA reference has three parts. The first is the footnote marker in the text. This is a superscript number. This corresponds to a footnote at the bottom of the page, which provides full details of the reference. And finally, there's an entry in the reference list at the end. This is a full list of all of the sources you've used in your assignment. Let's switch to Microsoft Word to quickly look at how we would insert a footnote. Here you can see I'm citing the James v Eastleigh Borough Council in this sentence, so I need a footnote. At the end of the punctuation of this sentence, I'm going to go to the References tab in Microsoft Word. I'm then going to choose Insert Footnote. Word automatically numbers this for me and puts my cursor into the footnote ready for me to type. I can then put in the full reference information. If I then come back and do more typing and insert another footnote, again this is automatically numbered and inserted at the bottom of my page. These are always kept up to date, so if I go back in here and delete, this footnote has updated and has been removed. There is bibliographic software that can actually help you with the formatting and data management aspect of your bibliography. The University of Hull supports EndNote, and this would be recommended if you are looking at using OSCOLA. Find more information on the Skills Team website. If you are citing the same reference more than once on a page, there's some rules you need to bear in mind. If it's the same as the previous reference, use IBID in the footnote. IBID is an abbreviation for the Latin word ibidem, meaning in the same place. This essentially means it's the same reference again. You'll note if you're using a different page number, chapter or section, you can append this information after IBID. If your subsequent citation is not the same as the previous reference, you use the short reference and then cross-reference it to the original footnote. Here we can see the second footnote is for Richard Stone's The Modern Law of Contract book. This is then later used for footnote 4. So, instead of repeating all of this information, we simply put the author's surname, in this case Stone. I've then in brackets put N2 to link this to footnote 2. The reference list at the end of your document needs to be ordered and formatted correctly. Primary sources, that is, your cases and legislation, should be listed in a table of cases and a table of legislation. Your secondary sources, that is, books, journals, websites and other such reports, should be listed in a bibliography after the tables. This should be subdivided by the type of source. All entries in your tables and bibliography should be in alphabetical order or chronological order for cases. It is also essential that you are consistent. Here is an example of a reference list that is essentially a jumbled mess. The style, the format, the font all changes from reference to reference, and it really is difficult to read. Let's compare this to a properly formatted OSCOLA reference list. Here we have a proper bibliography subdivided by source type, ordered alphabetically by author surname. You'll notice there's lots of specific information that you need to provide when citing any given source, and this must be provided in the right format, the right order, and all the information should be accurate and correct. To find out more information about the information you need to provide and the formatting of it, head to the Skills Team website by going to www.hull.ac.uk/skills. You can then click on Referencing to access our Referencing Your Work guide. You can then choose OSCOLA by going to All Guidelines and choosing OSCOLA, or choosing the OSCOLA short link at the top. We've provided a number of different links to external guidance. The first here is to the official guidance from Oxford University. The second link provides some specific information for citing international law sources. If you click on the Other OSCOLA Help, you'll get through to some other support material from Oxford. We also recommend checking out the University of Lincoln's OSCOLA Easy to Use Handbook, here.